Hey there, everyone. I'm back with another video. I've been playing a lot of Balloons Tower Defense lately. I always am, but I've been real motivated on beating everything. I've beaten all the extra maps, and I was working on my Pat's Pond run. Because I don't play everything exactly in order, but I was like, now that I've beaten all the expert maps, black bordered them and whatnot, I was like, now I'm motivated to want to black border everything. So I was like, let me get Pat's Pond done. Took me a while, finally knocked it out. And then whenever I beat a run, I kind of want to, I kind of re-look up some guides just to kind of get an idea of how other people did it. And, just curiosity and whatnot. And like for some things, like maybe see if there was a more efficient start, like my start that I use in here, like I actually had to look up because I couldn't figure out how to start Pat's Pond. But anyway, I was looking up the guides and saw that like a lot of them are kind of inconsistent right now or outdated. So I was like, my strat was like super safe and consistent. So figure out I put it out there for everyone. So let's just jump into the run real quick. Alright, so jumping into the run, the first spot is the Dart Monkey. This is a little bit of an annoying spot, but it's not too bad. You kind of just gotta place him there. I've always found placing him a little lower than, like, nudge him into the corner and then move him down a little bit works. And for the sub, just kind of jam him into that corner as close as you can. The good news about this run is that like, you'll know right away if you mess up, or these placements, you'll know right away if you mess them up because it dies basically instantly and you can restart. So, yeah, like I said, move the Dart Monkey a little further down than you'd expect into that corner, and generally that works for me. Afterwards, just kind of place another Dart Monkey right here. Nice and easy. This placement isn't super precise. Just toss them into the corner. And then you're going to be able to save up for the sniper. I believe in this recording, I accidentally have to buy the sniper mid-round. Don't do that. You can buy him prior to the next round. But I just messed up because I wasn't paying attention in my previous run enough. And then I almost die again because I'm not paying attention. But after that, I lock in completely. Don't worry. Yeah, so I'm like, wait, what am I doing? Make sure the sniper can see the right side track. And not super, like, precise or anything. I kind of just wedge him in there right away in the middle of the round. And you're good. But yeah, make sure to place him on strong. And then you have enough money to save up for Geraldo. This is going to be a Super Monkey strat with Robo Monkeys. That's the kind of basis on a lot of maps I do. A lot of these easier-ish maps. Not that Pat's Pond is easy. There's me just showing off, hey, make sure he's on strong. But, yeah, like, Pat's Pond is, it's hard enough. But, like, I just wanted to, kind of show that you can use the strat for basically most maps. Any that have water. Obviously, you can't, place the sub without the water, but you can always rotate that out for like a bottom path sniper. For Geraldo here, make sure you give him like enough room to see that left side track, but you still want to be able to place a druid underneath him is kind of the idea. So just make sure you have enough room there. But yeah, you can kind of use this like basic strategy for almost every map in the game. You might need to change a couple things around. Obviously, this map has two like environment pieces that you have to remove, and then like certain maps have gimmicks and whatnot that you have to work around. But yeah, I don't place the druid right away to show you don't need him for 14. But then when you place him down, make sure you move him to strong at the start of this round. And then as soon as you get Thornstorm, move him back to first. That's just the way I found this round to be a little more consistent. And afterwards, place tax down. You don't necessarily need to do this, but every now and again, a pink balloon can leak right around now. So I place it here just to show, like it didn't happen in this run, but I place it here just to show the concept of it. That way, to show the budget accounts for it and whatnot. So these tax aren't going to help me in this run, but they will. They can help if that pink balloon is about to leak. Sometimes it can. Afterwards, you're just going to save up for your middle path druid, but we are going to place a glue down on round 20, I want to say. And otherwise, round 20 can sometimes be a little inconsistent. if you want to try to pinch like pennies a little, you can upgrade the sniper to top path now, because we're going to upgrade that later and try to beat this round, but it's a little inconsistent and you don't need to do it. But yeah, just grab Druid Jungle as soon as you can, and afterwards upgrade your sniper right away so you don't forget. Reason why we're not upgrading to Hard Thorns is because we're going to need a little bit of the extra lead pop and power anyways from the sniper, and we want to get, make sure you place tax down for the camo, obviously, but we want to get this sub to air burst as soon as possible, and it just makes round 30 a little more consistent. It's either round 30 or round 31. No, yeah, it's round 31, sorry, because round 30 is the leads. But yeah, like, you can maybe try to play greedy and not get the sniper, but lead pop and power is kind of like inconsistent in this run, even with, you know, the Hard Thorns and whatnot, so it's in the budget. But if, you know, there's a slight nerf in like the next patch to the prices, maybe you could try to, and you're coming back to this, you could try to take that out if you want. Afterwards, we're just gonna upgrade this guy to advanced intel and then triple guns. Nice and easy. And this airburst / triple guns will kind of carry us through a lot of early game alongside the druid while we set up our all of our Robo Monkeys. Robo Monkey spam's still really good. Make sure you put a camo potion on your druid for round 33. See me taking my sweet time there in the playback footage. But yeah, make sure he has camo, otherwise you're just gonna die. And then I remove the rocks right away. I'm not sure if this is like a perfect strat, but it is kind of, you know, it fits well enough and makes things a little more consistent, so it works. Afterwards, get Hard Thorns so you don't forget. And then about halfway into round 35, there's going to be a delay. And you're going to place the glue down right after like all these balloons stop coming. So right now. Yep, just like that. And that makes round 35 a little more safe and consistent. Every now and again you can die on it. So, you know, play it safe. Budget accounts for it. Afterwards, you're going to see me start to place all of my dart monkeys and my support towers for it. Make sure you place these before you give them the super monkey cape. Otherwise, it expands their footprint size a little more. That's just me showing, hey, make sure you have Hard Thorns by now. You don't need to necessarily get these for round 36, but they do make it a little safer. But round 36 is with the glue there is pretty safe, so you don't need to get them until after you have the money for all of them if you want to wait. But like I said, it does help a little bit. So yeah, I'm gonna get it just kind of like this setup of 2 darts with an ice in between, and then a glue is gonna be in between as well. And make sure to move the glue on strong. He'll help a little bit with early game. Maybe glue a ceramic or two, you know. But 37, nice and easy. Don't need to worry about it at all. We're going to need to place another glue mid-round on 38, so be ready for that. But it's not too strict of a timing or anything. You're basically just going to wait until you see a zebra balloon pop out and glue the track as soon as you can. You can place a little earlier if you want, but like as soon as these leads are coming out, probably is a safe bet. And place it down on the zebra balloon. And you're good. Afterwards, add a Jerry's Fire to your druid. I'm not doing it right away here. I'm busy planting the villages down. You can do these as well. You want to try to make sure both villages completely cover all 4 dart monkeys. But that top right one can sometimes be a little inconsistent, but it's not a big deal if you don't. Because you can just make the bottom left druid bigger radius soon. Also, you'll see, I totally forgot. You can place the Jerry's Fire after 39 on 40. And it'll help a little there. And just make sure you place a Maelstrom down. But in case you're worried about 39, you can place it early as well. I've done it both ways in this map. It doesn't really affect the 40s that much. So afterwards, you're going to get discounts on both of your villages, and double check to see if your top right Dart Monkey is within the range. But first things first, add a Geraldo cape to that top left one. He's gonna always be the one you want to get first because he's just in a good spot. And you're gonna just slowly start working him up towards that Robo Monkey. At some point here, you'll see me probably check the Dart Monkey to see if he's in the range. Like I said, if he's not, oh yeah, make sure you add a camo potion to the Druid for 45. Otherwise, you will die. And yeah, like I said, just keep working towards the Robo Monkey. We're going to add a Jerry's Fire to that Super Monkey on round 47, I want to say. So just keep that in mind as well. But other than that, like once you get to the Robo Monkey stage, it's pretty safe. You just gotta, like, it's pretty easy for most maps. You just gotta keep playing it safe and add Jerry's Fires to make sure you don't die to leads or group ceramics or whatever. For this Robo Monkey in particular, and just in general on your first Robo Monkey, if you're using this for other maps and whatnot, you're going to want to upgrade it to a camo Robo Monkey. All the other ones you're just going to want knockback, but I like to add Ultra Vision to this one, and it makes early game a little easier with it, while still allowing you to save up money for the rest of them. Make sure you set all of your Robo Monkeys to close and first. Yeah, like I said, just buy knockback and Ultra Vision as soon as you can. And then for the rest of them, they're just going to be knockback Robo Monkeys. Next kind of scary round, because we're going to go back to just adding another cape. If you get the top right monkey in both village range, put the cape on him, like I'm kind of showing right here. But if he's not, you can put it on him pretty safely. And I do it in this run just to show that it's a little, that's still completely safe. But it's a little better if you can get that top right monkey first. Make sure you have Ultra Vision on your Robo Monkey. That's kind of just what I was showing there. And yeah, rest of 50 is pretty easy. We'll just need to add a camo potion for our Druid again for 59, and also a Jerry's Fire, just to play it safe. But yeah, we're just going to save up to our second Robo Monkey. And as you can see, the Moab's not a threat at all at this point. Two Robo Monkeys, or two Super Monkeys, one of which is a Robo Monkey, is more than enough to beat these early 50 rounds. Even 55, which can be scary sometimes, not a threat at all. Again, make sure to set him to close, and add knockback as soon as you can. After we get our knockback buff, we're going to work on getting Juggle Drum. So like I said, that way if your Dart Monkey isn't in position to the other village, then you can get him in it afterwards. So it's not a big deal if he isn't. Yeah, so now he's guaranteed to be in it, almost always. Unless he like really whiffed the village placement. Afterwards, don't forget on 59 to place down a Jerry's Fire and a camo potion. In this particular instance, I believe I put the camo potion on the Druid, and then the Jerry's Fire on my camo Super Monkey. Make sure you're placing your fires down on your camo Super Monkey. You can tell the difference because he has the two stripes on his head, in case you don't know. But yeah, 59, easy. Nice and easy. For 60, we're just going to add a, oh, not yet, actually. First, the cape, right. But yeah, add a jar of pickles to your Super Monkey, and that'll cover 60, not necessarily 60, 60 is easy, but that'll cover, 60 through 65, basically. The hard rounds being 63 and 64, obviously. But, yeah, just start working on getting your third third Robo Monkey. And like I said, if you did pick this guy as the one earlier, just put it on the one who's currently a Super Monkey without camo. And then we'll get that bottom right guy at last. But yeah, just another Robo Monkey. 63 total cakewalk round. As we'll see in just a second. Not a threat whatsoever. And just going to save up for that Robo Monkey. Similarly, 64, not a problem at all. Looks a little scary with all the fortified Moabs, but they go down quick. And then, once again, close and first for his targeting. If you do use this guide and find any issues with it, feel free to let me know, and I'll try to make a little like pinned comment or whatever with corrections. But for the most part, I found this strat to be 100% safe and consistent. I do kind of goof around in the late game because it's safe, so you can kind of, the late game could definitely be more optimized, but it's like once I have everything set up, I knew I wasn't gonna die. But yeah, we're going to work towards our next Robo Monkey. It is important to know that we still don't have great lead popping power, so we're gonna want to pop another Jerry's Fire on at some point. I believe I do after around 68, I want to say. Maybe around 69, I'm not 100% sure. But, you know, the footage will show. But yeah, around 69 has fortified leads is what it is. So, you know, be mindful of that. And it like, it's not too bad grabbing a Jerry's Fire now, because it will scale into round 76, round 77, round 78, round 75, all those. So, because Jerry's Fire lasts the 10 rounds, it's still very good to grab it now. And will help with those rounds. So yeah, I just toss it back on that guy. And nice and safe. Back to scaling up the next Robo Monkey. And then afterwards we'll have all 4 of them and we'll be set for a while. You don't need to worry about camos yet. We will be grabbing a camo village eventually, but like even all these like regrow camo whites, the one Dart Monkey has it completely under control, especially with a Jerry's Fire added to him. Round 70, totally easy cakewalk of a round for this build, and kind of in general. Round 70 is not too scary. But yeah, we're going to be grabbing our 4th Robo Monkey here in just a second. And then afterwards we can kind of, I mean, afterwards, like, the build is kind of set. This is kind of, like I said, the build I use for a lot of the easier maps is just 4 Robo Monkeys and then a Glue Gunner. And that generally beats most of the easier maps. And then on, obviously, harder maps like Pat's Pond, you gotta grab a little more support. Like I said, if you are on a map that like doesn't allow a sub start, whether it's, you know, no water at all or bad water placements, you can just do like a triple dart start into like a semi-automatic sniper instead. Same basic concept, and it will help cover, you know, early game, and should be a little cheaper to set up the Robo Monkeys in that case. This strat in particular used a lot of money to make the early game consistent. I used the extra Jerry's Fire on 39, a lot of Jerry Fires in general, and glues and whatnot. So, and I removed the 2 environmentals, which is $1,000 total. So, you know, there's a lot of money to work with on easier maps if you're struggling with them. Afterwards, you're gonna get camo on the village just to make sure we don't die on 78. And we're going to upgrade our... Oh yeah, make sure all your guys are on close in first. Just double checking that there one more time. And we're actually going to work towards our embrittlement next, because I have died once on round 79, and that happened, and I was like, never again. So I kind of, you know, optimized to make round 79 a little safer. So yeah, for the glue, get the 2 bottom path, and then we're going to work towards ice shards and embrittlement for the ice monkey. Like I said, I did die once on round 79 when I was testing this, but that was because I didn't go for the embrittlement. After I got the embrittlement, nice and easy. Not a problem whatsoever. We are also going to grab a jar of pickles, I want to say, on one of the super monkeys after, like on round 79. So I'm not sure how much of a difference that made for this, like, super ceramics and whatnot, but I did grab it, and, you know, it carries into kind of these, like, early 80s rounds, so worth considering. And I grab a Jerry's Fire just to play it safe. So yeah, during round 79, way safer than I did the last time. I honestly don't know what happened. I've never struggled with round 79 with this type of build before, even on my first run of this map. But I'm not sure if I grabbed, like, what I grabbed different during that at the time. So, you know, just play it safe, grab the Jerry's Fire, the pickles, etc. And it's nice and easy. Afterwards, 80's a total cakewalk, and we're going to start working towards getting a super glue, actually. You do have enough money to afford the super glue and then the MIB, but if you know, played it safe and whatnot, and, you know, added extra Jerry's Fires and whatnot, grab the MIB before the super glue. Just make sure you have the MIB for the DDTs on round 90, basically. The strat can survive without the super glue until the, you know, until the late game. The late game, like around 90 plus. So, you know, if you have the money, didn't spend extra during it to, like, try and survive a scary round or whatever, which you shouldn't need to, then you should be good to get the super glue first. But always just play it safe with DDTs. All of the early 80s rounds, totally easy. In fact, the rest of the run from this point on is pretty safe and easy. We're just gonna kind of, you know, run through it real quick. Like I said, super glue is going to be the next thing, and that's gonna carry all of the late game for us alongside the Robo Monkeys and embrittlement. After you get your super glue and your MIB, you're kind of chilling on whatever you want. You'll need to get some items for your super monkeys to make them a little stronger. You know, your pickles and your sharpening stones on the right rounds, which I'll explain in just a second. But you're kind of chilling on whatever you want. So, you know, feel free to grab, like, whatever strong tower you want, as long as it's within budget. Like, in my run here, I'm going to grab a balloon sabotage, but I'm literally not going to use it whatsoever. So, you know, the balloon sabotage is still good to use, and I'd recommend, like, using it for, like, the late game. But I just, like, kind of wanted to show how safe the strat was. So I was like, I don't need the balloon sabo. I'll be fine. Round 85 and 87, also total cakewalk. Don't need to worry about the ZOMGs at all. Besides, on round 87, I believe we'll have our super glue by then. Fortunately, with Pat's Pond, it is a little bit of a long map, so, you know, ZOMGs are a little annoying. We'll see. For 97, I end up just first striking one of them because I don't want to wait. But yeah, 85 looks a little close for a second there, but it's not too bad. Afterwards, I move him to first, and I put a camo potion on him to increase his range, actually. And I toss a camo potion onto one of the super monkeys just to increase its range a little bit as well. Afterwards, though, again, make sure you have enough money for the MIB before you do anything else crazy. I kind of realized that there. I was like, I should stop spending money right now and make sure I have it all. We're unfortunately going to have to wait for ZMGs on 87 again. Not a big deal. But yeah, like I said, you kind of have a lot of flexible money from the point you get the super glue onwards. So it's not too scary anymore. Run's basically, like, complete, essentially, at this point. Just got to get the MIB for safety's sake. Because super glue plus, like, a bunch of Jerry's Fires can beat the DDTs usually, but obviously you want to make sure the Robo Monkeys are contributing to the strat. 88 and 89, also totally easy rounds. And then we can finally kind of get into the rest of the late game strat. But like I said, get the MIB, and then you're set for the DTs. If you want, another good thing you could possibly add after the MIB is a 032 Ice Monkey, just to help catch any like leaking super ceramics and whatnot. You could put him like next to the Dart Monkey. That could be another safe option. A heli pilot with downdraft could be a safe option. Like I said, I don't end up using the balloon sabotage, so you know, whatever you feel good. The balloon sabotage is also, you know, a totally fine option. You just gotta, you know, time this stuff. 96 does end up looking a little close in this run, so that's where I'd be careful. But anyways, on round 90, add Sharpening Stone to 3 of your Super Monkeys, and Jerry's Fire to anyone, basically, in that chunk. And we're going to be adding Jerry's Fire and Sharpening Stone, you know, as we get them. So basically, every single time you get a Jerry's Fire from here on out, add it to a tower in there. And we'll see the late game finally speeds up, right? Like, we're not waiting on everything. But, a lot easier. We're going to be adding Jar of Pickles from 95 to 99, just to play it safe. But, yeah, keep adding Jerry's Fires. Just toss them on whoever you can in there. Doesn't really matter too much for this strat. Sometimes some strats it matters on, but like for #ouch, I made sure to put them on my, like, I did a druid strat and I wanted to put them on the druids. But yeah, other than Pat's Pond, feel free to ask if you want me to do any other maps. I don't necessarily know if I want to like super do any of the super hard ones, because I don't want to ever play Ravine ever again. But you know, if the people really want it, I could try. Make sure you add your Sharpened Stone to your last Super Monkey. And then, like I said, we're just gonna keep adding Jerry's Fires. I don't think I use this Balloon Sabo. I should use it on 96. 96 is the scary round for this build. But I don't think I do even on that. So yeah, if you grab the Balloon Sabo, feel free to use it on 96, because I know it ends up looking really close, if I remember correct. And generally 96 is pretty close for this strat. But yeah, feel free to use the Balloon Sabo whenever you want. I believe I start working towards getting my first strike after this. And yeah, like I said, I'd totally be down to find some strats for other maps if people want. Glad to be back and uploading. I can't promise, you know, it'll continue or anything, but if the people demand it, I will be here. I return when I am needed. But yeah, add Pickles to all your Super Monkeys, and add that last Jerry's Fire to whoever you can find. I throw it on that Dart Monkey. You can even like throw another Dart Monkey down if you need to. And yeah, I'm just going to start working towards that first strike. DDTs look a little scary at first, but like they get stuffed. Super Glue, pretty perfect for stopping DDTs. And again, use your Balloon Sabo if you feel you need to. Same with 96. 96 is definitely where I would probably recommend it, because I remember this looking kind of close, kind of scary. But grab your first strike. You don't need this until the end of the run for the BAD, but, you know, grab it now while you can, so you don't have to worry about it. Honestly, 96 didn't look as scary as I remember it looking. Perfect. 97, I just first strike it because I don't want to wait. I wait until the ZMG on the right is dead, and then just hit this guy real quick, because I'm like, I don't want to wait for that guy to get all the way over here. Then on 98, you do need to grab a couple more things, so play it safe. Grab 2 Oh, yeah, absolutely. Make sure to grab your Jerry's Fire on whoever you can. Uh, and then grab your 2 genies. And then just place 3 maelstroms down. On this strat, you don't need to be super precise about it. I kind of just throw them down wherever. But, you know, on a harder map, or like on a more cramped setup with the super monkeys, you might need to time it a little better. But yeah, I just kind of throw them down there. You could also add a first strike in there if you really need, or a balloon sabo. Balloon sabo would probably be like the safe bet. Same here, probably balloon sabo 99. But then for round 100, nice and easy. Just first strike, first strike, first strike, and wait for them to finish off the ZOMGs. Like I said, you can add the other Sabo if you feel you need to, but we've already seen plenty of ZOMGs go down. So, you know, hope this guide helped. Like I said, Pat's Pond can be a little inconsistent and annoying. It's like not too bad, but early game is a pain. So yeah, like I said, I hope it helps everyone, and have a great day. I'll see you later.